I'm here today to talk about the National Reconciliation Week.
Hi, Hilda. Oh, hi, everyone. What are you doing?
Hi, Captain. Welcome to the Yarning Circle.
Thank you. Is this a place we come to, play and learn?
It sure is, Captain. This is a place we come to learn and play and share stories. But before we do that, Captain, we have to do something super important. We have to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land.
Oh, I know who that is. We're on Yagara land. So the Yagara people have been here for thousands and thousands of years, long before you or me. I know that my ancestors come from Ngunnawal country, which is a place that we call Canberra now. Do you guys know what land you're on?
You're right, Captain. Anytime I like to go to a new place, I always say thank you to the traditional owners and make sure I acknowledge them. How about you join me in this one?
Okay, everyone make sure you've got lots of room. Let's go!
Alright, Captain, are you ready to join in with me?
I'm ready!
Well, we're already standing up, so we're ready to go. Alright, repeat after me. Hello, sky!
Hello, sky!
Hello, trees!
Hello, trees!
Hello, you!
Hello, you!
And hello, me!
Hello, me!
Hello, water!
Hello, water!
Hello, land!
Hello, land!
And hello to all my animal friends.
And hello to all my animal friends.
We are Nabei
And Starlight.
and here we stand,
Here we stand.
happy to be
Happy to be
on Aboriginal land.
on Aboriginal lands.
Awesome, that was great.
That is fun. I think I'm going to do that every day. It's a really nice way for us to show that we're grateful and also to help us remember that the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people have been caring for this land for thousands of years. It kind of reminds me of a word from Ngunnawal country, and that word is Narragunawali, and that word means living together peacefully.
Whoa, that's a beautiful word. It's a big word like the word reconciliation. Have you heard of that one before?
That kind of sounds like it means the same thing. But how can we live our lives by these words?
We can live our lives by these words with reconciliation by learning about different cultures and trying to understand them. One way we can do that, Captain Starlight, is by playing games and storytelling and listening and learning. Can you hear that?
Baramaran Baba, good morning grandfather son. Dungan way to read. My name is Reese. I'm a Wiradjuri man, Dubbo area, west of Sydney, born and bred in Kempsey, Dungutty Nation. Also went through a ceremony with the Yuan, and also have uncles from the top ends, through the mother. Through the mother, nudged on Nooka.
Thanks, Reese. That was deadly. Hey, Captain, do you want to play a game?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I've got a game. It's called Weenie. It's from Central Australia. It's from the Wapuri country.
Okay, well, what do we do?
Well, the word weenie means throwing something in the Arenti language. So all you need is a ball, and we're going to be throwing it at a big rock. You ready?
Yeah. You can go.
All right. Copy me. Oh, so close. You got it?
Oh, that was me. Okay,
another
let's
one. You go first on this one.
Okay. Oh, too
Nice.
much. Oh, that was so close. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to try underarm for this one.
Oh, all right.
2 more.
I'll try underarm.
Oh, close. Ready?
Oh, that was so close. All right. Last ball. Should we do it together?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, that was
that was
so close.
Now remember, you can play this at home just wherever you are. You don't always need a big rock, just something big enough.
Amazing. Should we clean these up?
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's go. That game was so fun. Thank you so much, Ilda. Now, I think that I know a game that we could play as well. It's called Puchu Puchu Tawi Mali, and it comes from Pitta Pitta country in Queensland.
Awesome, can we play?
Of course we can. All you need is a stick.
Oh, I've got one.
There we go. And a ball. Kind of like this ball right here.
Where'd that come from?
Great, now that we've got our stick and our ball, all we have to do is use our stick to guide the ball around. I think we should do it in this little circle here. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, now make sure you don't hit your ball too far away, otherwise it's going to be pretty hard to chase after.
That game is so much fun. I could play that anywhere.
You sure could. Just be careful with the stick. And maybe if you can't find a stick, you could use a broom or a pool noodle or even a toilet roll.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Now I have one more game to play. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
For this one, you either need a balloon or just a ball.
Well, we do have these ones right here. They're perfect.
They are perfect. So for this one, we need a little bit of room, and then what we're trying to do is just keep the ball in the air.
Okay, do I use my head?
You can use your head, you can use your hands, you can even use your feet.
Whoa.
It's going to be fun.
Let's try. Oh, that's so awesome.
I think we should count how many we can get.
Let's do it.
All right, ready?
Oh, gosh.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! That counts!
Did you know this game used to be played by Torres Strait people with big red fruit from the kai tree?
Wow, I would love to see that. These games are so much fun.
I know, and they're all games that used to be played by the First Nation people for thousands of years. In fact, these games were all part of how children learn. People learn from watching, listening, asking questions. Is there anything around you that you have a question about?
I think I found something. Who's this little fella?
Whoa, you found a native bee, but don't worry, they don't sting. How about we talk to our friend Dr. Tim Hurd? He knows everything there is to know about native bees.
My name's Tim Hurd from Sugarbag Bees. I want to talk to you about Australian native bees. Bees have this beautiful relationship with flowers and the plants that bear those flowers. The bees visit the flowers, they get food from that, they extract the pollen and the nectar from the flowers, it's food for the bees. But in return, they provide a service that's enormously important to flowering plants. They pollinate those flowers. They move the male part of the flowers to the female parts of other flowers to get cross-pollination, to get mixing up of genes that keeps plant populations healthy. This is really important in our natural ecosystems, but it's also super important in our food production, our agricultural systems, because it boosts the yields of our crops. Everybody can play a part in boosting populations of bees. Just by planting in your garden those plants that provide food for bees, flowering plants that are attractive to bees, that's helping those populations, that's boosting them. But you can do more as well. You can provide nesting sites for bees. So bees need both food to feed themselves and their offspring, but they also need places to nest. They nest in a variety of places. Some nest in the soil, some nest in hollow stems. You can provide those nesting materials in your yard. So you're basically providing a B&B for bees, a bed and breakfast, a place for them to nest and food for them. Australia is home to many types of bees, hundreds, even perhaps a couple of thousand species, and they have different life cycles, they have different social lives. Some of them are entirely solitary bees where the females live on their own to rear a few young, and they typically nest in the soil or in hollow stems. But some of our bees are highly social. They live in hives like European honeybees, but they're different to European honeybees. They're much smaller, they're dark. They only live in the warmer parts of northern Australia, not in the colder southern parts of Australia. Their nests are much smaller. They only produce a much smaller amount of honey, but they're tremendously useful in our crop production and in our natural ecosystems.
Thank you, Dr. Tim. These bees are so interesting. I think that's why I love trees so much, because they give our bees a place to live.
You're going to love this story then. It's called The Bees and the Flies, and it's about all different types of insects. It's from the Yorta Yorta Dreaming. Way back in the beginning of time, the bees and the flies shared a tree near the water. Every day, the bees went out and buzzed, collecting nectar from the flowers so they could make honey. While the bees were buzzing, the flies were flying around and taking all the other insects' food. This made all the other insects really angry. The bees decided they were going to move away, a long way away from the flies. While the flies were sleeping, the bees packed up their hive and they buzzed around until they found a new tree to build their hive. All the other insects did the same thing. The butterflies butterflitted, the moths moved and moseyed, and the creepy crawlies crawled away. All the insects left the flies behind. While the weather was good, the bees worked very hard to make as much honey as they could. But the flies, those lazy flies, they didn't try to collect any food. Now when winter came, it started to get cold. The flies had no food to get them through the cold months. The bees all worked together and shared their food with each other, so they never got hungry. But when the flies came looking for food, no one wanted to share with them, because they all remembered when the flies took their food without asking. This story tells us that life is so much easier when we work together. If we can be like the busy, buzzing bees, we can work together with our friends. We can make our lives much more fun.
So what you're saying is when we live together peacefully, life is better?
That's right.
Just like my word, Narraganawali.
Exactly. We hope that today's games and the little story helped you learn a little bit about Australia's amazing First Nations culture. We just wanted to say, we're all finished now, but thank you for joining us. Bye!
Hey, one for Italia. Viva la Bergamo. I played rugby with them. Cosy.